Hello everyone, hope you all are doing fine, and today I am going to show you how to load OBJ models to our program. Okay, let's start. Before coding, I will show you the OBJ model I use for this. It's a simple cube created using Blender 3D modeling program. Okay, now you can see it. It has colors on each face and each face is made of two triangles. As you can see in this window, there are 6 materials for each face. Okay, now let's check the format of this OBJ file. First of all, there are two files for this 3D object. One is .obj file and other is .mtl file. Since these files are simple text files, we can open them in a text editor. Let's open OBJ file and see what's inside. Okay, these are comments and we can ignore them. This mtlib command tells us the file name of the material file. Lines start with V are vertex coordinates and lines starts with Vn are normal vectors. And lines starts with useMTL tell us the material name of the faces that we can read starting from the next line until we see the next useMTL command. Okay, these lines starts with F are faces. In this case, they are triangles, and after the F, there are vertex and normal indices. There are 3 vertex indices and 3 normal indices. These indices starts with 1 instead of 0. Okay, now let's see the material file. Okay, here first 2 lines are comments, and new MTL command starts to define a new material with a material name. There are few other properties in a material, but we only interested in KD value. KD value is the diffuse color. There are 3 float values for red, green and blue. And in this material file, there are 6 materials. Okay, let's start coding. First of all, I am going to create a new class for the OBJ file loading logic. I give the name as OBJ model. Okay, now I am adding few public functions. First, constructor and destructor. Actually, there is no logic for those functions. And then I add a function to load OBJ file. I call it load from file and I give file name as a parameter. Then I need to return all the vertex data from this class, so I add a function point. Then I add a function to return vertex count. Okay, then I need to create few private structures for vertex position, vertex color and the vertex normal. Okay, then I need to add private functions. First one is to load material file. I call it load material file and we need to give the file name. Then I add a utility function called start with to check the starting text of a string. Then I need another utility function to create vertex data from the face data that we read from the file. And then I have private members. First is material map. I use material name as a key and the value should be the color. Second is the vertex data vector, which is a float vector. Okay, now I need to include std vector, map and string. Okay, now let's go to the CPP file to implement those functions. Okay, in the CPP file, first I need to include IOStream and FStream header files. Then I will start coding with load material file function. Okay, inside this function, first we need to open the file for reading. And if the file often fails, we simply write an error message to the console. Then we need to read the file line by line. Okay, here we are interested in 2 types of lines. First is new MTL and the second is KD. Okay, since I used start with function here, let's complete it now. It simply checks whether the given text is similar to the start text of the given string. I will not explain this kind of logic in detail, but if you cannot understand it, please leave a comment below and I will explain it there. Okay, let's go back to the load material file function. Okay, if the line starts with new MTL, then we should read the material name from it. Then we need to store it in the material map. But at this time, we don't have the KD value. So let's add empty color here. Okay, then if it is KD line, we should read RGB values. Here I will update the previously added empty color value. Okay, that's all for this function and it will fill the material map which we will use later. Okay, next let's write load from file function. First I will create two vectors to hold vertex positions and vertex normals. Then as with the previous function, we should open file for reading. And we should simply write error message to a console if the file open is failed. Then we should start reading line by line. First we process mtllib command. If the line starts with mtllib, we can read the material file name and then we can call our load material file function by giving that material file name. Okay, we should read vertex positions next. If the line starts with V, then we can read x, y, z coordinates and store them in the vertices vector. And then we should read vertex normals. If the line starts with Vn, then we can read x, y, z coordinates and store them in the normals vector. Okay, then we can read useMTL command and we should store them outside of the reading loop because we need to use them when we reading face values. Okay, next we can read faces and get the vertex indices and normal indices. We will read 3 vertex indices and 3 normal indices because our face is a triangle. Then we should pass this information to the addVertexData function for further processing. Actually, the way I plan to write addVertexData function is little bit inappropriate. So now I need to change it. So let's go to the header file and I will change the method signature. Okay, I need to change the same in the CPP file also. Okay, with that change, I need to call addVertexData function 3 times when we read the face values. Okay, now let's implement addVertexData function. Here we should get the color value by giving the material name, then the vertex position and normal vector using the vertex index and the normal index. These indices starts from 1 instead of 0, so we need to subtract 1 from them. Then we can add individual values to vertex data vector in the correct order. Correct order is first vertex position, then color, then normal. This is the order we read those values from the vertex shader. Okay, now we are done with all major functions. Now we need to implement getter functions. GetVertexData simply return vertex data vector, and in getVertexCount function there is a calculation. We can get the vertex count by dividing vector size by 9 because vertex has 9 float values. Okay, now we can test our implementation. Let's go to 3drender.cpp file and include objmodel.h file. And inside the main loop, let's create an object of objModel class and call the load from file function by giving the obj file name. Okay, now let's get the vertex data and vertex count. Okay, now we need to update GL buffer data function. Also, we need to update GL draw arrays function. Okay, let's run this. Okay, as you can see, we can render the object, but there is issue with colors. I think this is because of a light position. Try changing light position. Okay, it's a little bit better. Okay, as you can see, it's working properly. Thanks for watching.